Welcome to another episode of What Is It About? Today we're looking at Sabine ECL. Sabine's leader ability deals damage on both bases, yours and the opponent one's. This is an action that's without an extra cost, therefore it's often used to delay the game and force the opponent to play something to keep up with her. Her action functions also as a timer. At some point the game will end because she will ping you for one each round. So if she gets you low enough, you are on a clock. Sabine can already be deployed on 4 resources, one of the few leaders that actually does, and she is the most threatening one because she can deal 3 damage every round, and the damage on the attack changes to 1 damage to enemy bases, not your own. As a base, she will mostly play Energy Conversion Lab, even though there are yellow variants with her, but we are focusing on this one. The Energy Conversion Lab, or ECL, gives her a flexible ambush ability that either applies early pressure by trading into one of your low-cost units, or it can change the momentum of the game by playing high-cost units like Wrecker or Poe, which we will come to later. This is an example deck list. In Germany there are like 20% Sabines in the PQs, so this is only one of the many variants that is being played. As I already mentioned, Sabine's ability allows her to delay the game and see if an opponent plays into the ground or space arena, and she can do something that's called lane dodging. She will just play in the other lane and therefore her units are protected against yours because you can't attack them. Fairly recent variants also use 1-drops to go wide, so play multiple units instead of one big unit, and to provide protection against Tarkentown, because they only can ping one of your units and kill them on turn 1 if you play 2 1-drops. On turn 2, she will primarily use units from turn 1 to deal significant damage by buffing them with a Wing Leader, Fleet Lieutenant or Red 3, or she will play 3-cost units with higher HP to provide viable alternatives against the Tarkentown decks that will also play high HP units. On her leader turn, which is already turn 3, she will flip as late as possible by using her leader ability first, attacking with her units, stalling you out and making you tap out your resources so she can flip and attach an upgrade to herself or play a buff on her if she can. The threat of a buffed Sabine puts the opponent in the position to have an answer on that turn or the next one. After a flip turn, it's mostly about Energy Conversion Lab. When will she use Poe or Wrecker to change the game? They are game changers. They can trade with and or remove various units with their on-attack and when-played abilities, and Wrecker's Overwhelm can even end the game early when he runs into one of your small units that are weakened or you played without thinking about Wrecker. Fleet Lieutenants and K2SO will also apply pressure and bring a tempo advantage for Sabine because they put a threat on the board and increase her damage. Speaking of increased damage, in the later parts of the game, which is for most deck the mid-game, she will use multiple events to push through the last damage. For Corps I Believe in, Heroic Sacrifice, Rebel Assault and Daring Raid, and even Timely Intervention with a K2SO, Poe or Wrecker will put through the last damage and have a high potential of killing you really quickly. And it's almost unpreventable damage because you really can't do anything about it if he has it in hand and just plays it to deal damage directly. It's really hard to play around. So what can we do about it? The game against Sabine is mostly about the early turns. You will have to remove her turn 1 plays somehow. You can do it by playing small units yourself, using ambush like a Cloud Rider, Daring Raid or McClunkies, and Tarkentown. You can see a pattern here. It's mostly red and yellow cards that I put in here. Blue has direct removal, but it's mostly not on turn 1. So it's a difficult situation for blue decks. You should also have an answer when Sabine deploys. Her innate ability makes this rather difficult because she will stall you out. If you can manage to keep up with her, you can use a takedown or a surprise strike with one of your 2 attack units to remove her immediately. You can tap her down with Cunning, No Good To Me Dead or Bamboozle, remove her buffs with Bamboozle or Disabling Fang Fighter, and put up high value sentinels like a Lieutenant Chilson that most of the blue control decks will do. You can also try to force ECL early. Make her use ECL on a low-cost unit because she feels behind and needs to retake board state. This will weaken Poe and Wrecker and make you more protected in the later stages of the game. We hope this small insight helps you in your next tournament, and we wish you the best of luck. Let us know how you fared against Sabine ECL. See you next time.